Okay, so first, if you have a visual learner, you're going to want, as you buy books and do their homework, you're going to want to have a lot more pictures, a lot more contrast, cutaways, things like that. So first with babies, see how this is black and white? That's what the babies are going to see contrast-wise. This one also has lots of touchy-feelies. It's called the Baby's First Touchy-Feely Book. You may want to get pencil and paper so you can write down a couple of these that you like. My favorite series ever for babies is called That's Not My. We have almost 40 of these, and for visually, the black line is so the baby can see the difference in the pages, so that while they're young, you can set this in front of a 3-4 month old and they can still see it. And then I also like the auditory is the text. So I like the text in here as well because it repeats. That's not my puppy, its paws are too bumpy. That's not my puppy, it's something's too something. And then it ends at the end with that's my puppy. His nose is so squashy. Double bordered, extra laminated, last a very long time. $9.99, That's Not My series. There's everything from monsters to dinosaurs in that. Then we have a series called the Baby's First Touchy-Feely Animals book that adds a whole bunch of things going on here. Visually, you can see the pictures, but there's not a lot of auditory in here, but the kinesthetic child will feel the trails on there with her finger and the holes and the touchy-feely. So this one has a lot of different things. This is my new gift for a baby shower, 1, 2, 3 counting. I love the visual in here, the contrast. It opens up, you can read it like a book, but it also opens wide so that you can work on your colors and work on your numbers and set it out. It's called a tummy time book, so when the baby's on their tummy, you can set it out in front of them, and the contrast, they're totally going to be able to see this. There's 2 in this series. So each book that I show you, know that there's 2 to 40 others in that series. Okay, a couple more. One, I like this one, it shows all 3. So visually I'm a visual learner, so I would just look at the pictures to learn how to draw a cat. The auditory learner will read, like my husband, he'll read the words underneath. If we're doing something together, he'll say, well, did you read it? I'm like, no, I just looked at the pictures because I'm visual, he's auditory. And then the kinesthetic actual drawing of it is the kinesthetic of it. There's another one here that shows, great to show all 300 paper planes to fly. The cover shows you all 4 different planes that you can make, and then you rip out the pages, and according to the color in the corner, the yellow, you make that plane. It will match the pattern. So this one as well has the kinesthetic of making the planes, the auditory is the words, and the pictures are for the visual. So Usborne tries to put all 3 into all of his books. Most of the time he does. So here's something as boys love this one, survival, because it has lots of cutaways, lots of diagrams, lots of comics, and for the visual learner, as well as the text for the auditory learner. So this series, Survival, there's about 8 or 9 of these, is really popular with the boys. Then the last thing I'm going to show you, or 2 things I'm going to show you for visually, Usborne colors the background on all their pages. So see how the pages move from purple to blue to yellow, and that's because when they were learning about Erlen's syndrome, which is where children that wear the colored glasses or put the cellophane over the page to straighten the letters out, they learned that on color your eyes don't get tired as fast. So that's for visual, the background, the pictures. The auditory is the bite-sized text, so that the picture will draw them in. Let me show you this page I have marked. So they're going to wonder what that is, and then it tells them right there real quick they get the answer to their question, and then they keep reading. If they can't get the answer to their question, that the picture forms a question, they'll put the book down. And nonfiction is very important because children's vocabulary levels past 5th grade, it's really hard to get higher vocabulary levels without nonfiction. So also for kinesthetic, in all of our nonfiction books, almost all of them will say internet linked. And what that means is you can go to this website, tell them what book you're in and what page you're on, and all the links that have to do with that subject come up. So I marked this one because this is one I went with my boys on infrared lighting, and one of the websites we went to, there's 2 to 8 websites per page, showed different pictures of infrared lighting, and you got to guess which one it was. So that's the kinesthetic getting on the computer. The one we couldn't guess was a melting ice cube. I remember that from a couple years ago, that we couldn't figure out the melting ice cube. So that makes it really fun in the summers, and homeschoolers like to do that, where they read the double page spread, then go play online, and then they really know that subject because they've played games, they've watched videos, they've taken tours. One that I love for the value of it, this is only $15.99. It has a flexible cover. If you see on my website, FL means flexible. It doesn't bend, but it's not really thick hardback. This covers everything for elementary school except math. So if your child has to do a report on seashore life, You have your book, you have your 4 to 5 websites, you can print the pictures because Usborne owns the illustrations, and you have your report, even though they may have told you the day before. Okay, last one for visual. This is super fun. This is called Secrets of the Seashore. And what you do is you read it at night with a flashlight. And this is great for dads and grandpas. So she turned off the light. It poses a question. And can you see, is it in front of it? Mm-hmm. You can see how it answers the question through the page. Okay, you can go turn the lights on. And then it answers, tells you more about it. And then you read it again and you shine the light through the next page. So there's 32 pages, hardback, super fun. There's a whole bunch in this series. Secrets of the Seashore, Rainforest, On the Train, Construction, and Apple Tree. And they're only $12.99. So my slogan is, Usborne only looks expensive, because in the stores, a hardback 32 page would be $16.99. Okay, that's it for visual.